Hi again. I thought I would do another live video today and see if I can answer some more random questions because I like doing that too. Sometimes I get questions that maybe I don't feel warrant a full reading, so I'll kind of answer them on my lives. If you're returning, welcome back and happy to have you here. And if you're new, thanks for checking out the video. So we're going to ask, I have my little list here like I do every week. So I'm going to ask, what I'm going to start out with is Britney Spears. So there's a couple things going on with her. I had heard that supposedly her mom was at her house. I think it was last night. And, I was wondering why. Why was Lynne at Britney's house? So I thought maybe I could ask, why was Lynne at her house? So let's see if we can ask, why was Britney's mom at Britney's house last night? So why was Lynne Spears at Britney Spears' house last night? Well, from what I'm getting, I don't think that Britney was too happy about it. So I'm going to say that I don't think that this was a planned visit. I don't think that, Britney and Lynne had planned ahead of time to, have Lynne come over and visit with Britney. I'm not getting that. I'm actually getting that Britney was not happy that she was there. Hi, Richard. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I don't trust any of them. So I agree with you, Richard. Richard says, I don't trust the mom, the dad put her up to it. I agree. Yeah, I agree. I don't think that, I don't trust any of them, especially after what's happened to Britney. I mean, it's just awful. But here's what I'm getting. I mean, I got to get an OBS so you guys, so I can show my cards instead of lifting them. But look at these cards I'm getting. I don't know if you can see all these cards. This is how Britney felt. Not good. This is how Britney felt about her mom being there. She didn't want her there. It upset her. I don't think they had a good conversation. And, she just wanted her to leave. Now, I don't know how long she was there. I had just heard that she was there. So I don't know how long Lynne was there. But, I don't think Britney was happy about it. And I wish they would just leave her alone. Like if you guys want to check out my other videos at some point, I had done a video a while ago that I was just asking if Britney's in this care, like a private care plan. And I did get that she is. And I picked up a lot of other stuff. So you might want to go check that video out. But I feel that, she's kind of being limited again. And, I just don't, I just feel so bad for her. I really, really, really wish that, she could just be free for the love of goodness. I wish she could they would just leave her alone. Just let her live her life. I mean, whatever. But yeah, so I'm getting that Lynne, I don't think it was a planned visit. I think she was just there. I don't even know why she was there. Okay, actually what I'm feeling is Lynne may have been there to try to see if she could make amends or get some I don't know, forgiveness from Britney or try to make up with Britney. That's kind of what I'm picking up from Lynne's energy, that she was trying to somehow make amends with Britney. That's what I'm getting from Lynne's energy. I don't think Britney was happy that she was there at all. So I wish they would just leave her alone. Somebody had asked on one of my other videos, it might have been one of my Britney videos, if Britney's ever going to get the money back that her dad, Jamie, and that whole team, stole out of her trust. If Britney's ever going to recover that. And, I picked up before that the whole Spears family, I just get a really super dark energy around all of them. And it's not good. I just feel like it's a dark energy around all of them. And Britney's been kind of caught up in the middle of it. And I just feel bad for her. But so I'm going to ask, because somebody did ask on one of my videos, if Britney's ever going to get, and Richard, if you have any questions, feel free to ask too. And anyone who joins, if you have any questions, feel free to jump in and ask. But I'm going to just ask this one question: if Britney will ever get that money back that her father and that whole team kind of stole out of her trust. So I'm going to ask. I really don't think she's going to, but let's ask. Okay, Richard. Well, here's your answer. Okay. No. I'm getting a no. And thanks for asking that question, Richard. I'm getting a no, that unfortunately, and I was kind of picking up on that energy anyway. I don't think she's ever going to get that money back. Here's the thing though. I do see her. Okay. So I'm a little confused, and Richard, maybe you can shed some light on this for me. So how this question was phrased was, will she ever get the money back that her father and them stole out of her trust? So, okay. So I don't know if I have the clear picture. So she had a trust, but did she also had other money coming in from like concerts and stuff, right? Or record sales or whatever. So there's probably different areas. Am I right about that they could have taken money from? That's kind of what I'm feeling. So even though I don't think that she'll get the money back from this trust, she is going to get some other money back that maybe they use. Now, what I'm hearing too is that she's going to get money back, such as, like, let's say they were using it to, oh my God, they paid for so much with her money. Jamie, I think, bought a house or a car or something. He's bought all kinds of stuff. The team bought stuff. All kinds of people bought all kinds of stuff. And I'm getting that it was this other stuff from this other money. So not in the trust, but like maybe money coming in just from record sales, concerts, whatever, touring. So I actually do see her getting some of that money back, which is great. I do see her getting some of that money back. The judge and the court's eventually going to rule in her favor on that. So I don't even know where that is, if that's even in court right now, or if she's going to be taking that to court at some point. I'm not sure where that is, but she is going to eventually get some money back. But as far as, will she get it back from the trust? No, she won't. And yet again, It says that the energy around that Spears family, I mean, I think this says it all. That's what they're motivated by. That's where they're operating from, is this darkness. And it's not good. It's not good. So, not from the trust, but I think she will get reimbursed for some other money that was, that they shouldn't have spent for like, whatever they spent it on, like frivolous things that they had no business spending it on. Richard, if you have any other questions about Britney, let me know. So that was on Britney. So another thing that, I wanted to bring up again, because we had the whole Meghan Markle and Prince Harry car chase that was near catastrophic, which was, they had their PR team or whatever put out this near catastrophic in New York City, which is, I think, not really possible. On one of my last live streams, I asked if the reason that they kind of came up with this story about this near catastrophic car chase by the paparazzi was because of some court case or something that Harry had. And I thought it was in the US, but I think as it turns out, it was probably something in the UK. But I had heard at that time that he was trying to have a court case or something where he was trying to get someone to pay for a security team for him. And since that live stream, I think it was like a week ago that I did that. Since that live stream, I've learned that it was actually in the UK. He was trying to get them to allow him to pay actual police officers to be part of his security team. And I got in my live reading a week ago that, I thought that was really why they did this supposed car chase near catastrophic, which is, I don't think it was anything like that. But I did hear that Prince Harry was turned down. So I thought that was interesting that, I absolutely felt that the reason that they kind of were saying this car chase was near catastrophic and, that it was tied to trying to build their case to make them look like, hey, look, we just had this near catastrophic car chase with, the paparazzi. We really need this. And then, of course, everyone came out with that it never even happened. And then, a London judge ruled that no, they wouldn't allow Prince Harry to pay police officers for protection. So I thought that was interesting. I've also heard that Meghan and, I don't know a lot about the royals, but what I do have seen a lot of stuff coming out lately for several months is the latest thing is now they're upset because people don't believe them about this near catastrophic car chase. Okay, well, it didn't happen. So why would you be upset that people don't believe you? I don't know. So they put out a statement that they're, upset and, whatever, that they were in danger, and they weren't. I didn't feel that they were at all. But now the next thing I heard is that they're doing this Netflix thing. And I think they're actually going to be part of this Netflix thing. I'm just going to ask again, which I think I already know the answer to this, but I'm going to ask again if the reason that they're joining on with this Netflix project is so that they can bring more money in. I did see last week that they were having money issues. So I'm going to just, well, hi, Paula. Yeah, I'll get your question in just a second, but I'm gonna ask if the reason that they're doing this Netflix thing is because they're just trying to bring in more money. Because I did pick up that they're hurting for money. They need money. So I'm going to ask if that's the reason that they're, signing on to do this Netflix thing. And I don't know what capacity they're going to be doing this Netflix thing. I don't know what the whole thing is about, but I'm so bad at that. I just am so bad at finding out all the details about something. I hear like little snippets here and there. But anyway, so let's ask if the reason that they're doing this Netflix thing is to bring in more money. Meghan and Harry, I'm talking about. Hi. Yeah. Oh my God. Are they doing it to bring in more money? This says it all. Yes. 100%. That's why they're doing it. They're very stressed, especially Harry is very stressed that they don't have as much money as they feel that they should, or whatever, however you want to say that. And another reason why they're doing this Netflix thing I'm getting is because they feel that it's going to make them look better in the eyes of the public, and also in the eyes of the royal family. Not that Meghan cares about that. I don't think that she does. But I do get that Harry still cares. And so, at least from his perspective, that's one of the reasons why he's kind of signing on to do this Netflix thing, is he thinks it's going to make him look better. So I'm going to be very interested to see what it is that they talk about, or how they're involved with this Netflix project. Because if he's thinking that it's going to make them look better in the eyes of his family and the royals, I wonder what he's planning on saying. That's interesting. But definitely, yeah, they're doing it to get money. So, okay. So Paula, you wanted to know, will Catherine, the Princess of Wales, have one more baby? And if I'm not mistaken, Catherine, Princess of Wales, is Prince Andrew's wife, I believe. So let's ask if they'll have another baby. Well, that's interesting. Yes, they will. And as I was shuffling, I heard no, Prince William's wife. Oh, who did I say? I must have said somebody else. I apologize about that. That's who I was thinking in my head, is Prince William. She and William are future king and queen. So when I ask if they're going to have another baby, as I was shuffling for that question, I heard multiple, that there's possibility of having not just one more, but multiple. And so, yes, I do get that they're going to have at least one more. And I think, look at the twos I have here. So I think it's two more. I think there's a possibility they may have two more. But yes, at least one more. I'm getting a yes in the cards. What I was picking up, oh, it could be twins. Yeah, Paula, it could be twins. It might be. Do twins run in the family? I don't know if I don't know. Do twins run in the Royals family? But so I was hearing multiple when I was shuffling. I get a yes, at least one more, and then I've got these two cards here, two cards, which so I think there's a possibility they may have two more. So maybe twins. So yeah, I do think they're going to have. Yeah, yay. Babies make everyone happy, right? Don't they? So yeah, so that's exciting. That's exciting. All right. So now I want to ask, I'm going to switch topics again. And this is, I actually did not have anyone ask about this per se. Actually, I take that back. My daughter has asked me about that several times in the past, but I also just want to focus on this. So I want to ask about, yeah, that's exciting. That's exciting for them to have more children. Babies and children always make people happy. I feel like they're so innocent and but anyway, okay. So going back to what I was just touching on, this is a very hi Scout Inquirer, greetings and love from New York. I'm so happy I'm able to catch a live. Well, I'm happy to have you here. Good to see you. And hi from New York. I'm in Chicago. Okay, I keep getting sidetracked. So here's this has been something that has not sat well with me ever since this came out. And it's a very controversial topic. But I just know what I've gotten. I know what I've gotten. And so I'm going to say it, but don't come for me. Don't come for me, because I'm just going to tell you, this is what I'm getting as a medium from my guides, my angels, in my cards. This is what I'm getting. So I'm talking about this case with Evan Rachel Wood and Marilyn Manson, aka Brian Warner. Now, this is something that's been going on for a while. So she was claiming, and they had, I don't know if they took him to court or whatever, but she's been claiming, along with her partner or friend, Ilma Gore, that Brian Warner, aka Marilyn Manson, very badly, I can't say the word, but very badly treated her very badly. I'm going to say it like that. When they were involved many years ago when she was young. You guys can go Google. I'm not going to say, there's a lot of not good words that I can't say on here on YouTube, that she was claiming that he did. So what I'm going to do is, ever since this case came out, I have never felt that Brian, aka Marilyn Manson, ever did anything close at all to what Evan Rachel Wood has claimed, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Of course, I do not want to see any women being treated the way that she claimed that he treated her. I'm going to say it like that. So read between the lines. So I never want to see that happen. However, I've never intuitively, psychically picked up ever any truth to her claims. I just haven't. So I'm going to just ask the cards today, because I've never really asked about this. I'm going to ask the cards today that I want to ask, I want to know. Did Brian Warner, aka Marilyn Manson, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, did he in any way, shape, or form do any of the things to Evan that she claimed? Any of the negative things that she claimed? So I want to ask that. Yeah, no. And this is what I've been feeling, psychically tapping into my guides all this time, however long this has been going on. I'm getting no. He never did any. Now, it's Marilyn Manson I'm talking about, aka Brian Warner. I get that he never did anything that she's claiming that he did to her. And I never felt it. And my cards are agreeing. I've never felt that ever. I've never felt it. And I could never pick up why she would do that to him, because what I'm actually getting in the cards and what I've always felt when I focused on them, when this first came out, they actually had a really good relationship while it was going on. Now, I'm not saying that they didn't have arguments, like, who doesn't argue? Every relationship, you're going to argue, right? Friends argue. I mean, family members argue. So I'm not saying that they didn't have arguments, but their relationship was pretty good. I and pretty happy, pretty stable. So I cannot understand. I could never understand why she would claim this against him. I know he's an easy target because of the kind of music that he put out and the way he would dress and the kind of makeup he wore and all of that, the shows that he would put on. So I get that he's an easy target, but why would you make a claim like that if it's not true? So I don't know. I can't feel what her reasoning is for targeting him. I'm not getting. Yeah. Scout, I've always felt that he was innocent of this. And again, listen, anything like that happens to any woman, whatever, child, especially children, but any woman, I am going to be the first to back them up, send them healing energy to help them to try to be strong, to tell their story. But this one has never sat right with me, ever. And I can't, let me see, I'm going to ask the cards because I can't get an answer when I focus in why she would have targeted him, because the relationship was really pretty balanced. Well, I agree, Scout. Yeah, Scout says that's so sad if someone is accused of something, if it's not true. It's very sad. And the fact that she kind of jumped on the Me Too bandwagon and got all of these other women to come forward, which, by the way, I think was all orchestrated. I don't have I ever gotten the feeling from Marilyn Manson, Brian Warner, that he was like that. I just don't feel that in his energy. His shows, his music, it was all for show. It was a show. It was an act. That's it. That wasn't really and isn't really who he is. That's not what I pick up on. So I don't pick up on it. But anyway, I don't know. Let's ask just to see if we can figure out maybe why she accused him. I don't know. And if you guys have any questions for me to ask, if you want me to ask something, go ahead and throw it in the chat. So I like to interact with you guys. And I'm happy to take a look at something for you. All right, so why did Evan... Interesting. Well, I don't know a lot about Evan Rachel Wood's life or career or really anything. I don't follow her. I don't even know what she's been in. I don't know. So I can't say for sure. But what I'm getting in the cards is when I asked, why did she target him and make these claims when she did? What I'm getting is at the time, and I'm going to show these cards, at the time, this is what I'm getting. Her career may have been stalled at that time or not going as well as she had hoped. Maybe she had just was hoping to get a certain job or gig and it didn't come through. So she was trying to figure out a way to bring in more money. Because I am getting that she felt like she needed some money to come in and it wasn't coming in the way that she was trying to get it to come in. So she was a little bit hurting on financially. So she figured that this would not only would people believe her, but that it would boost her career. Yeah, absolutely, Scout. That's what I'm getting. That she felt like it would boost her career because people would believe her and it would make her skyrocket, and that she would all of a sudden be out, people would be talking about her and this poor victim, and it would, get maybe some people to feel sorry for her and give her work, and she'd be up for more parts or whatever. That's what I'm getting. So she really felt that this would propel her, launch her, get her back in the limelight or the spotlight again, so that she could get more work, because she was hurting for money. And again, that she felt that offers would start coming in. So yeah, I agree with you, Scout. Yeah. So I feel that's the reason that she did this, is she thought it would be good for her career. It would propel her, like launch her career or reignite it, or maybe I want to say it that way. And that money would start coming in. So I think, and because Brian Warner, Marilyn Manson is an easy target because of the persona that he put on. I think she felt that he was an easy target. So, that I think that's why she did it. Yeah, exactly, Scout. Another Amber Heard case. Yeah, that whole Amber Heard thing was another just, again, I am a woman. I don't want to see any women being treated that way. I can't say the words, but I don't want to see anyone being a victim of anything like that ever. But I also don't want people to be accused of that and canceled, our cancer culture right now, be canceled and all of this stuff when it's not true. And it's not fair. It's not right. And it makes it more difficult for legitimate victims who have legitimately experienced that. It makes it more difficult for them going forward. So, I don't like that. Paula says, do you do historical crime ratings? Yeah, I do, Paula. Who did you have in mind? Did you want me to ask about someone specifically? Yeah, I've done a few. Lizzie Borden. Exactly, Scout. Scout says, I absolutely agree with you. I support all victims, but it is so wrong to falsely accuse people. I couldn't have said it better myself. From my view and what I pick up, on the energy when I connect with my guides, you've got Amber, you've got Evan, Rachel Wood. There's two. And then you've got Ilma Gore and all these other people that they tried to bring in who are now starting to slowly back out in the Marilyn Manson case. You've got this group now that's making it worse for the people who actually did have this happen to them. And it's this cancel culture of these poor being, these people that are being accused of something that they didn't do. And, like Johnny Depp and Marilyn Manson, I just don't, I don't know. It just makes me angry. Okay. So this is fun. So Paula wants to know, every time I think, I don't know if you, Paula, or any of you watched that. There's been documentaries. I think there was a movie many, many years ago, because, I'm dating myself now, but there was a movie about, the story, and you always hear that little song. Like every time I think of her, I think of my, Lizzie Borden took in blank. I'm not going to say it, but I always think of that. Yeah, that's a good one to ask about. So let's ask if Lizzie Borden, okay. For some of you young people that might be watching, you can go Google this for more information. But Lizzie Borden, this is back, gosh, Paula, when was it from? Was it like early 1900s, late 1800s? I can't remember. Anyway, it was a long time ago. Lizzie Borden was accused and tried and acquitted of killing her father and stepmother with an axe. And yes, yeah, I saw it too, Scout. Yeah. With Elizabeth Montgomery. Exactly. That's the one I was thinking of. I forgot that Elizabeth Montgomery did play her. But yeah, so that's the gist of the story. It's kind of a fascinating story. So let's ask if Lizzie Borden really did, because she was acquitted, and I forget the whole details of all the details of the story, but somehow she got off and was acquitted of unaliving her father and stepmother. And I can't remember how she was able to do that. I'm going to have to go back. See, now you're making me want to go back and rewatch that again. Or at least read up on the story. So let's ask, did Lizzie Borden really actually unalive her father and stepmother? I think Lizzie Borden and her father had a very kind of weird relationship anyway. Like it was not what a typical father-daughter relationship should have been, in my opinion. And that's the energy I pick up from them. It was kind of a weird thing anyway. Well, I get yes. And I've always felt that she did it. I think a lot of people did, which was why people were so, it's always been like such a controversial story. And people were always like, how did she, get acquitted? How did she get off of this charge? And yeah, I mean, I'm getting a double yes, so you can't get any clearer than that. Yeah. Yeah, I heard that too, Paula. I heard that he was not a very nice man, but even beyond that, I if I'm remembering correctly, they had some weird, he wasn't a nice man, yes, but he and Lizzie had some odd, strange connection or relationship with each other. I believe that's what was said, but that's also the energy I pick up when I focus on him. It's not a good energy. And I'm feeling like weird. I think there were some inappropriate things that happened. Let me just say it like that. Inappropriate things that happened between Lizzie and her father when she was younger. I'm going to say it like that. That's what I pick up on. I can't say it on YouTube, but anyway, did she do it? Double yes. Yeah. I've always felt that she did it anyway, though. But yeah, I'm getting Lizzie Borden did. She did. Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. I have not thought about that story or watched that in such a long time. Scout, I didn't know that. So Scout says the movie came out in 1975 and Elizabeth Montgomery was a distant cousin to Lizzie? No kidding. I didn't know that. Wow. Wow. That's interesting. I had no idea. I did not know that. Paula says, was Jack the Ripper Aaron Kosminski? Gosh, I don't know that I've heard that name. I haven't really looked up anything about Jack the Ripper, I don't think ever, but I haven't read anything up on anything about it. Oh my gosh, in years and years and years. But let's ask. That's crazy, Scout. I had no idea. So yeah, let's ask, was Jack the Ripper Aaron Kosminski? So I don't know who that is. I'm not familiar with that name. But let's ask if Jack the Ripper was Aaron Kosminski. You know, the energy that I was picking up on this Jack the Ripper it's very dark, but it's also very scattered and not balanced. It's just very scattered. It's like, boy, a lot of, I almost want to say, how do I describe it? In Jack the Ripper's head, like maybe schizophrenic. I might want to say schizophrenic. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Just scattered. I'm all over the place when I focus on that energy. So anyway, was this let me look again. Aaron Kosminski. Was Jack the Ripper Aaron Kosminski? I'm not getting a clear yes or no on this. What I'm getting is a lot of the energy on Jack the Ripper, which is, not good. I'm going to re-ask it the other way. I'm going to say, was Aaron, and I got to keep looking because I've not heard this name, was Aaron Kosminski Jack the Ripper? I'm going to phrase it that way because I'm not getting an answer. I kept getting the energy of, okay, was Aaron Kosminski Jack the Ripper? Okay. Let's see. I'm still not getting an answer, but here's what I'm picking up on. Here's what I'm picking up on the energy of this Aaron person that I asked about, because again, I haven't heard of that person. I don't know who that is or whatever. I'm going to say this. This is the energy that I pick up on when I focus on Aaron. If Aaron was kind of had some mental, it really feels similar to schizophrenia to me, but maybe a mild, maybe a mild case of it is, if there is such a thing. I don't even know. I don't know much about it. I just know that it's the feeling that I get, if somebody has it, but I feel like, so maybe you can answer this for me, Paula. If Aaron had that, I don't know if you've heard anything or read anything that he was a little off or imbalanced sometimes, then yes. And I'm getting that Aaron, okay. I think it could have been, actually. What I'm getting is Aaron kept his true self very well hidden, and he I think it might have been. I just asked my guides, because sometimes I'm being blocked, and sometimes dark energy will do that. It doesn't want me to get answers, so it'll block me from getting actual answers. So I asked my spiritual beings to remove blocks so I can get the answer. And as soon as they removed it, boom, I got this dark energy with this Aaron guy. So I think it might have been. They found his DNA on a scarf of one of the victims. Yeah. So, Paula, you're saying they found Aaron's, Kosminski's. He was a Polish butcher. Well, boy, I'll tell you, as soon as I asked for that block to be removed, it was like it just came in. And I do think that he was. I do think that he was. Yeah, absolutely, Scout. Scout says Spirit will do that when it is too dark or they do not want us to know. Absolutely, they will. And I think they, Spirit will do that to protect us, but the dark will do it because they don't want us to know. Because the dark likes to mess with us, right? So they like to mess with us. But yes, I didn't know that. I purposely didn't look at the comments, so I didn't read your comment, Paula, about Aaron's DNA was on the victim's scarf until after I tapped into the energy. So I do think Aaron was probably Jack the Ripper. That's what I'm getting. His energy was, boy, it was dark. Whew, not a good energy. Not a good energy. Not this, what I'm getting up here is just not balanced at all. Oh my God. Crazy. Crazy. What else do you guys want to ask about? Yeah, I don't like that energy. I'm trying to do a quick little prayer to kind of clear it. Just a very dark energy. Let me look at my list here. Oh, this is an interesting one. I've got a lot of requests to do a lot of true crime. So I'll probably be making a few videos coming up soon. But this is an interesting one. There were some strange. I live in Chicago, and I don't really know the whole story about this, but people were speculating that there's a possible serial killer in Chicago that was, they've been finding, I think, numerous people unalived in a certain river or area or something. And it was all in the same, like, general vicinity of each other over like a period of time. So I'm going to ask, I just want to ask if, gosh, I hope we don't, because I live in Chicago. Well, you never want to see a serial killer no matter where it is. But I'm going to ask if these cases that were all kind of in the general vicinity of each other, if it's from the same person, if there's a serial, yeah, it is scary. If there's a serial killer here. Yes. There's a double yes. So, yep. And it's one person. I don't know if they were looking at possible other people, but it's one person. I am getting a double yes. That's frightening. That's frightening. So yeah, I'm getting that there is a possible serial killer, and allegedly for entertainment purposes only in Chicago. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Was Shameless in Chicago? I didn't know that, but Chicago is really a beautiful city. It's very clean. Yeah, no, I know the TV show. I used to watch it many years ago. I stopped watching it after like a few seasons, but it was a great show. But I didn't know Shameless was in Chicago. But anyway, yeah, Chicago. Chicago's a nice city. There's a lot to do here. Okay. So Paula, did Richard III kill the princes in the tower? I don't think he did. Okay. I really don't know. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Paula. Yeah. I'm in the suburbs. I mean, knock on wood. I mean, yeah. I hope everybody stays safe out there. But yeah, I do think we have a serial killer. Okay. So Paula asked, listen, I don't know anything about what you just asked, but I'm going to ask the cards. Did Richard III kill the princes in the tower? Multiple prince, like a prince, but multiple, or princess? Okay. I think you mean princess. So did Richard III killed the princess in the tower. I don't even know anything about that. So let's ask. Well, here's the tower. Paul, I'm going to say yeah. Well, I think it was more than 2, and I'll tell you why. Because here's the tower with 3 people. This is what I'm getting. So you said 2 princes were locked in the Tower of London and were killed. I am getting 3. Maybe there was one that people didn't know about, but I'm getting 3. And yes, I do get that. There's the king. Yes. I do think Richard III did kill the 2 princes, but I think a third one as well. Because like I said, I've got the 3. So I keep hearing 3. There was 3. So he may have killed 2 that people knew about, but I'm getting 3. There was a total of 3. Yeah, I think he did. I think he did. Yeah, that's true. I would love to travel to, across the pond and visit England and London. And I always felt like I had a past life in London or England because all my life I've been very drawn. I feel like it sounds weird, but I feel a bond with England and London. I just feel like I want to go there and I want to be there. And I feel like I've lived either a past life there or multiple past lives there, but I'm always like pulled there. It just always feels good to me there. So I hope to get there one day. What's the sad face for, Paula? Oh, from the spirits. Okay. Spirits, yeah. Well, not all spirits are bad. There's some good spirits too. Sometimes they just need to be helped, to cross over. So that's all I had on my list. I mean, I have some other things on my list that they're more true crime, and I'm going to do like a full video on them. But I don't know. I was kind of surprised. I guess I'm not surprised, but I thought it was interesting that Meghan and Harry were upset that people didn't believe them about this near catastrophic chase. I just think that's funny. I think that's funny. I don't know. I just think that's funny. So I don't know. Those two kind of crack me up. I don't understand. Oh, good, Scout. Well, I did see that I did ask last week, I think. Well, Scout, it was the supposed car chase. I mean, Scout, you're in New York. Can you actually have a 2-hour high speed car chase that at times gets up to 80 miles an hour in New York? I haven't been to New York in years, but from what I understand, that's not possible. Am I right? I mean, I don't think that's possible. There's too much congestion. I don't know. Okay. So I did take a look at and see if Meghan and Harry were going to get divorced last week, but you want to know if they're going to divorce this year. I don't think it's going to be this year. I think it's going to be a couple years, but I'll ask again. I can't remember what I picked up last week. I think it was I don't know. You might want to go back and look at the live that I did last week, but let me just ask again if I don't think it's going to be this year. I think I'm hearing 2 years. I can't remember what I picked up last week, but yeah, it's not going to be this year. I'm getting, and again, I can't remember what I got last week, but I'm getting that I think they will get divorced at least 2 years. 2 years. It feels around 2 years to me. It could be a little bit longer. Might be as early as a year and a half, but I don't think it's going to happen before then. I still can kind of feel them together for at least another year and a half, maybe 2 years. They're but you know, the whole reason that they do is Harry just gets tired of Meghan's demands and her controlling nature and arguing all the time. I can feel her energy. She wants to argue, just argue, and you know, shell out commands and orders and play the victim. And I think eventually Harry's like, okay, that's it. I'm done. I'm done. So, but it's not this year. Paula. Scott says, not in the city, but we do have major highways nearby, but I very much doubt it. Paula says, that cracks me up. I had asked, is that even possible to have a high-speed car chase for 2 hours in New York City? And Paula says, I think after 2 hours, you would end up in Philadelphia, right? Yes. Yes. I don't know why that struck me funny. That was funny. Yeah, bloody hell. 2 more years of the lies and drama for us English. You have my sympathies. You know, and then I heard something else. And again, I don't totally follow everything, but I heard that something about, was Harry trying to get citizenship in the US or a visa or something to stay in the US? And then I heard some attorney on some video speculating that he might get deported. And I was like, well, how can he get deported? Does he even live here? I thought he lived in Canada. I don't know. Hi, Triple Gemini. Yes, you can ask a question, Triple Gemini. So, Scout, you said, does Meghan love Harry or did she just use Harry? Well, what I'm getting on their energy, I'm going to ask the cards too, but what I'm getting she did initially really love him. I do feel that. Let's see. I don't know if I can still say that though. You know, she did love him at one point. I would say, you know, at least up until they got married, their wedding, right? So at least until then. Now, I'm not saying she doesn't love him anymore, but you know what it is? It's all about Meghan. It's all about Meghan. And when you're so focused on yourself and getting what you want, then you start to get selfish. And so you're not really focused on this person that you supposedly love anymore because you're focused on yourself. That's what I pick up with Meghan. This is what I also pick up with Meghan. I pick up that when Harry does decide to, that's it, call it quits, and he can't take it anymore, she's going to have like a meltdown because she's going to be like, oh my God, no, you can't leave me. Oh my God, no. So she's going to freak out, but by then it's going to be too late. So if I were talking to Meghan right now, I'd be like, you know, listen, stop with the you know, being a victim, stop yelling at everyone, stop arguing with everyone, stop trying to be so negative, stop ordering everyone around. Just, can you just be a nice person? That's what I would say to her. But, you know, I don't think she's going to do that because she's too into herself. It's all about her. And I think Harry puts up with it. I don't think Harry is that bad. She's the one who's making him bad. I think once he's away from her, I think he's going to get better. Paulie said a visa. Okay, so he's here in the U.S. on a visa? Okay. So is it possible for him to get deported? I mean, what does that even mean? I mean, I thought, why can't he be here in the U.S.? Like, why couldn't he be here? I don't know. Triple Gemini, who is coming towards me in love? An ex or a new love? Well, let's first ask, Triple Gemini, let's first ask if you have a new love coming in. Whether it is literally a new person or like an ex. But let's just see if you've, okay, let's find out if you've got a relationship love coming in at all. And then we can see if we can figure out who. It would be helpful to know what personal year you're in. You know, I see you, Triple Gemini. I see you dating. Oh, you do have a new love coming in. And I feel like it's someone new. I don't feel like it's an ex. However, an ex is going to try to come back into the picture. But I think you're going to choose the new person. So I think the reason that an ex tries to come back is because this for Triple Gemini. I feel like the reason an ex tries to come back is, so especially when we're with a soulmate, your energies are kind of connected. A soulmate just means that you've lived past lives together. And so you've lived past lives together, and maybe you didn't finish exactly what the two souls wanted to accomplish during that life. So you decide together that you're going to come back into another life, or maybe multiple lives, until you figure out or complete what it is that you were trying to complete. So, but there's that bond. So when you've got this soulmate connection, there's that bond. It's an energetic pull, or whatever, however you want. It's like a there's a pull, there's an energy connection, right? And so I can't tell you how many times I've seen this over the years with clients, and I can feel the energy, how it works. But when one person of a soulmate, even if they're split up, when one person of a soulmate partnership decides, not decides, on a subconscious, inside deep, just like is done, and they've completely cut that connection, and they're moving on, especially with somebody new, the other person energetically on a subconscious level feels it, and goes, oh my God, wait a minute, what's going on? Wait a minute. And they don't know why they're feeling that way. Well, they're picking up on the energy connection being disconnected, because this person finally gets to a point where they're disconnected and they're moving on, and their energy is now on somebody else. So that disconnection for this other person is jarring, and they don't know. So all of a sudden they like freak out, and then they start thinking about you again, and so that was a long-winded way to say, I think that when this new love comes in and you start focusing on the new love, which, by the way, I think is good. I think it's a really good new love. Then this ex, and you know who I'm talking about, this ex feels it and is like, oh my God, no, and tries to come back. I think though you're going to go with the new. I hope you do, because the ex doesn't feel good to me. The energy on your ex doesn't feel good to me. So I don't think, I understand when you've got that connection though, it's that soulmate bond. It's really hard to disconnect from that. But one way to help you do that is when a new love comes in, and then you're on a spiritual level, your bond starts to shift to the new person, which I do think this new person is also a soulmate. They're not coming in quite yet. You still got some time to go, but let me see if I can focus on when. I'm hearing about 8 months. About 8 months, I think, is when the new person would come in. The new love. But anyway, so yeah, this new person, new love, is going to be a soulmate, but not quite yet. And then I see the old freaking out and going, oh my God, wait a minute. Whoa, wait, I want to get back together. I promise I'll be good. And you're going to consider it. But here's what I would say. Give the new one some serious consideration, because I think the new one is better for you. I just don't get it, I just don't get a good energy about the ex. So, oh, Paula. So Prince Harry could possibly be deported because he's being investigated after owning up to drug use. That's right. I did hear about that. That's right. I heard that he, in his tell-all book or his autobiography or whatever, that he mentioned drug use. That's right. I forgot about that. Okay. So that makes sense. So that means, that's right. I did hear that someone said that the forms you have to fill out for the US to get a visa or whatever, I guess specifically ask about drug use or something. Am I correct on that? And then if he lied and said no, but then his book came out. So I get it. I got it. You're welcome, Triple Gemini. Yes, Scott, that's very nice of you. Everyone does deserve to be happy. Paula, any messages for me from Spirit? That's such a broad question. That's like, I'm going to ask. That's like a full reading question, but let me ask this. I'm going to say, is there something important? Well, I'll get to your question in just a second, Scout. But I'm going to say, Paula, is there something important that your angels and your guides feel that you need to know right now? So let's ask that. Is there anything that Paula needs to know right now? Well, okay. One thing I'm getting, Paula, is, well, I'm getting a lot of stuff here. So one thing I'm getting is, if you're looking for a new job right now, don't take the first offer that you get. I'm getting the first offer is not good. Even though initially it might look like that offer is good, but there's your guides are saying that first offer is not good. So if you are trying to find a new job or something, the first one is not good. I wouldn't take that first one. I'm also getting that there's someone around you who has been causing some drama, instability, stress for you. And I see you overcoming it. You're actually above it. This person has a lot of problems, and they're not happy with their own life. So what I would say is do energy work. You know, I'm always saying on my videos, clear your energy, do energy clearing and protection. So that's what I would say. Do some energy clearing. But you know what? You're pretty strong. I can feel your energy, and you're, oh my God, your energy is so bright. So bright, Paula. That's great. So bright. You're gonna, do okay, but just, there's someone who's trying to cause some drama for you. They're trying to stir up some stuff for you. Do your protections to protect against this person. That's what I would say to do. And again, if you're looking for a job, don't take the first offer that you get. So Scout says, my husband has been laid off from the electrical union. I need him to go back to work. I know how that is. He is trying to do too many incompetent home repairs. That's so funny. Well, let's ask then, Scout, if your husband will successfully find a new job. And yeah, Paula, it's a kind of a nasty person, but you know what? Your energy is stronger, Paula. You just need to do your protections against this person. Like I'm feeling like you need to put up a shield of protection in between you and that person. So do you know how to do any energy work? I mean, I can give you a couple things to do, but anyway, okay, Scout. So let's ask Scout if your husband, will successfully, let's put a timing on it. Let's say within the next, I don't know, 3 months. Let's see if your husband will successfully find work or find a new job within the next 3 months. Well, he's a good guy. I like his energy. Will he find work within the next 3 months? I hate to say this. I don't think it's going to be that quick. I'm getting it's still going to be a while. This is long timing. He's pretty stressed out about it. He tries to hide it from you, but he's pretty stressed out about it. So, I don't know if he believes in like energy work and that kind of stuff. You might want to do some energy work on him, but he tries to keep that hidden from you, but he's pretty stressed about it. Let me see if I can focus on when. See, I'm hearing 6 to 8 months. Unfortunately, Scout. But you know what? So have either help him with doing some energy work or, if he's open to it, have him do some. And I would also have him burn light green tea light candles, because that is to help draw money, new jobs, and if you had your own business, new clients. But light green will help bring in money and new jobs. So maybe have him burn one every day for at least a few weeks. And by the way, Scout, the reason that he's doing those projects is a way for him to occupy himself, because when he thinks about not being able to find a job or whatever, he gets kind of down. So doing these projects is a way for him to kind of tune it out, because he's having a little bit of a hard time with that. I'm sorry, I'm just reading through your chats here. Scout, let them know you are no drama mama, Paula. You guys are cracking me up. You guys are cracking me up. Okay. Aralia Fisher. My cousin did not arrive home yesterday. We have not received. Is he saved? Will he come home soon? Did someone that knows him took him for ransom? Oh my goodness. Well, that's awful. I'm sorry that you and your family are going through that. Let me ask. I'm trying to tap into your cousin's energy, Aurelia. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing that. You know what, Aurelia, and again, I apologize if I'm mispronouncing your name. Um, I think your cousin is okay. I think you're going to hear from him, or someone's going to hear from him. He will be home. I get that he's been um, with a with I think it's a woman, hanging out with a woman, and I think it just didn't occur to him to let people know where he was. So I think you're going to hear from him again, though. I think he's okay. So, but gosh, that's got to be very scary. Um, that's very scary. So, but I think he's okay. I think I think he's fine, actually. I don't think anything bad happened to him. You've handed this over to Paula says you've handed it over to your manager and you're good with protection. You speak to the white light. Well, that's good, Paula. Tracy, please help me know if I will move. Okay. Let's see, Tracy. I am stuck and I want to move. Waiting, opening. Please help. All right. So let's see. Tracy, will you move? Yeah, absolutely. You will. You are going to move, Tracy. It looks like you're going to end up moving to a different place than you're thinking. So if you have a certain place in mind that you were thinking, you want to move there, I think it's going to be something different. I don't think that's where you're going to move. It's going to be someplace different. But yeah, I do see you moving, Tracy. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything here. Scout, you said they say 6 months. He is stressed. You can definitely feel it. I'm not sure. 6 months for what? Oh, 6 months for your husband finding work. Yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling like 8 months, 6 to 8 months. So I am praying for you. Height is Black and Decker, Scout. Oh, that cracks me up. Yeah, Aurelia, I know it. You know what? I think he's okay though. Oh, good. I'm glad I'm pronouncing your name right. I'm glad. Um, I'm just reading through your chats here. Oh, Tracy, subsidized apartment, been waiting 7 years. I'm next. Yeah, I think you are going to get it. I just don't know if it's the one that you're thinking. So that's what I was getting. Oh, you're welcome, Scott. My pleasure. It's happy to help. I'm just reading your chat. Sorry, I got to catch up here. Hi, Emily. Yeah, go ahead and ask a question. Tracy, how long? I'm hearing within 3 to 4 months. Tracy, I'm hearing 3 to 4 months. Yes, you guys are a happy and funny bunch here. I love to laugh. So, yes, I love to laugh, and you guys are making me laugh today. So thank you. I needed that. English humor, Kathy. No, I love it. Keep them coming because I love to laugh. You're welcome, Tracy. My Taurus and I recently broke up. However, we both are having a hard time letting go. What will happen between us? All right. Well, let's ask Emily. What sign are you, Emily? If he's a Taurus or your partner is a Taurus, I think it's a he, right? What sign are you? You're a Leo. Okay. I mean, that can be a little bit of a difficult relationship because Leo's fire, Taurus is earth, and Taurus can dig in. They are so stubborn. Oh my goodness. But you're welcome, Tracy. Okay, so Emily, yeah, they're very stubborn. Yeah. But you know what? Leo can definitely Leo women are very kind. All right, so let's see. I'm just going to ask if the two of you will get back together. Let's see. And keep in mind too that Tauruses move slow. Slow. Think of molasses. They don't like to make fast decisions. I keep getting an image of a turtle in my head. So this could be, regardless which way it goes, it could be not the final decision for a little bit yet because I just feel slow. Let's see. Well, I hope this isn't terrible news for you, Emily, but I don't know that I see the two of you getting back together. I see the two of you contemplating it. And I think the Taurus, your ex, is, yeah, Paula, that's true. Absolutely. When you are done, you will know we are done. That is a good sign that he's staying in touch. However, I feel like your Taurus is a bit depressed right now, in a little bit of a depression. So that's also making things slow down. He's in a little bit of a depression. Here's what I get too, Emily, that he gets in his head. He has a tendency to look at the negative, excuse me, the negative side of things rather than the positive. And so, you know, he's a little bit in his head right now. I mean, you know, are the two of you going to get back together? I mean, I hope I'm wrong, but if you really want to get back together, I hope I'm wrong. I'm open to being wrong, but I'm getting a no. I'm getting you guys will not get back together. I have to say too, that I don't know that I see in the cards. I look for certain cards that might show like, you know, that mad, passionate, oh my God, I can't live 1 second without you. You know, you're my person, whatever. I'm not seeing that in the cards with your Taurus ex. So, and what I am getting is you are the one. So it would be better for you to move on to someone else, because I feel like your Taurus ex would hold you back. They do feel awfully glass half empty feeling about them. So I'm not, I hope I'm wrong. If you want to get back together, I hope I'm wrong. I'm open to being wrong, but I'm not seeing the two of you getting back together. I'm sorry. Oh, Scout. Yeah, that's correct. Scout says, because I said, Tauruses can move slow. And Scout, who is a Taurus, said, if you need them to clean the house or the yard, a turtle might move faster. Yes. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. When I'm done, we leave you for dead. Sad but true. Yeah. Shoot, my Wi-Fi cut out. I'll have to listen back. But I'm here now. When my ex was done, he cut me off hard. It took him years to get there, but he is done. Hi, Penny. Yeah, I'm sorry, Emily. It's hard. I feel like he would hold you back. I feel like you've grown past him, beyond him. That's kind of what I'm feeling. I feel like you've grown beyond him. So, very true, Tracy. He's in his head. Yeah. He's kind of in his head. Big cold. Yeah. Men come in handy to wash the pots or mow the lawn. Oh, you guys are cracking me up. Yes. And get gas. I'm gonna have to see if I can get my husband to do that. Honey, can you go get gas for me? Lots of love to you, Emily. Lots of love. And I know how hard it is, it is hard when you're trying to move on, from a relationship, especially if it's one that you still want to be in, so you're hurting. So, sending you lots of love, but I want you to remember something, that you're grown, you've outgrown him and his energy, and you would be doing yourself a disservice by staying with him anyway. I feel like he's down here and you're way up here. You're meant to start growing and shining. And I think that's on a different path. So, see, I wish I knew what personal year you were in. If you guys want to send me your personal year, now please don't put your date of birth in the chat. But how to figure out your personal year is to take the month that you were born, add it together and reduce it to a single digit. Take the day you were born, add it and reduce it to a single digit. And then take the number 7, which is 2023, added together. Add those 3 single digits together, and that's your personal year number. So personal year is here. I'm going to show you. So personal year is this. What's today? Today is May 26th. So let's say today is someone's birthday. It actually is my sister's birthday today, but okay. So, and my Geminis, happy birthday, Geminis. Okay. So let's say today is your birthday. So we've got 5/26, and then we've got 2013, 2023, because we're doing personal year. So I'm going to show you what this would look like. Okay, so if you're figuring out your, if you want to figure out your personal year, this is how you do it. So I don't know if you can see that. You're going to take, so if today was your birthday, May 26th, you would take, May is 5. So we don't have to reduce that because 5 is already a single digit. 26, though, we do have to reduce. So we're going to add 2 plus 6, which equals 8. This current year, 2023, we're going to add 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 3, which equals 7. So now we're going to add those three numbers together. We get a 20. 2 plus 0 equals 2. So this fictitious person is in a 2 personal year this year. So that's gives me a lot of information about what you're meant to experience this year, what kind of energy you're going to be dealing with. I don't want you guys to put your date of birth in the chat. Just go ahead and figure it out and send me your, yeah, boom, mic drop. I miss our friendship at good times. I know, Emily. I know. Paula, I have connected with spirit all my life and get the impression my next vocation in life will be to work closer with spirit. Can you please confirm, will they contribute? Will they continue to work with me? Of course they will. Yeah. So are you trying to, Paula, I'm glad, listen, I want the whole world to start tapping in more to their spirituality and their guides and all of that, you know, whatever, spirit, however you want to say that. But are you wanting to know if you'll be like a psychic, like a professional psychic medium or something, Paula? So I would say, so let's ask, and then I'm going to look at you guys' numbers. So let's ask if you will be, I'm going to ask, listen, I already know that they're going to continue to work with you, Paula, because, you know, that's what they're there for. They're there to help us and guide us. But I'm going to ask if you were to try to pursue being a professional psychic reader or medium or whatever, or both, would you be able to build that up to a success level that would make you happy? Let's say it like that. Yeah, you're definitely connected in. So yes, absolutely, Paula. I'm not saying that that's what you're saying you want to do, but if you were to try to become like a psychic, a medium, whatever, and do it professionally, would you be able to successfully have the success that was in your head that would make you happy? Absolutely. There's no question. 100%. Here's what the problem is, though. You sometimes are nervous about doing that. You question and second guess whether it's something that you should do, but that's you getting in your own head. Absolutely. I mean, look at this. You've got money coming in. You're the one that's a little nervous about whether you should do it, if it'll work, if you'd be good at it. You will be good at it. I already feel that. I can feel it. you'll be quite satisfied. And here's all your guides saying, we're here for you. We're not going anywhere. We're here for you. So go for it, Paula. Go for it. Everybody jump in the spiritual pool. The water is fine. When I said earlier that your light was bright. Okay, so what I was picking up, what I was picking up, Paula, when I said your light was really, really bright, I sometimes will get this for people, and I've gotten it, you know, I wouldn't say it's like totally common, but I have gotten it for clients where, hi, Del Boy. Hi, Derek. How are you? How are you? That's okay. We're still here. So what I picked up for you, Paula, was, and what I get sometimes for some clients that I've gotten over the years, we come into any life, this life or any past life, we go into any life, our soul, because we want to learn and grow and expand and whatever. So we will do that. We'll come into a life, we kind of pre-plan the things that we want to learn. So we'll map out like a timeline of all the things that we want to learn. And so we have definite things that we want to learn. But even in between lives, there's different roles or jobs that we can do too. For instance, some souls feel that they want to be spirit guides and help guide, say, people or animals here on Earth. Some souls want to help those who have passed on cross over. There's a lot of different things. For you, though, Paula, sometimes a soul will decide that they want to act in the capacity of some level of angel. Yes, I said that, angel. And that's what I got from you, that you, in some past life, it was probably thousands and thousands of years ago, I think you were an angel. And what I've picked up from my clients over the years, every time I pick this up, is that if a soul does actually act in a capacity of an angel, there's many levels of angels. You guys can go Google that. But when they do that, my experience and what I pick up is that they keep some of that essence with them, which makes them shine brighter, which also means they're a little more protected because they still have some of that angel essence in them. And that's what I picked up from you, Paula. That's exciting. Let's go back to these numbers. So Emily, So Emily, 16 would be 6 + 1 is 7. So you're in a 7, if that's correct. If you added it up, just like I kind of showed you on my example here, and you're a 7, you're in a 7 personal year. So what that means, Emily, a 7 is a very heavy energy. And it's, if you happen to be going through some stress or difficulties or, you know, some difficult times, at the same time you're in your 7 year, the 7 energy is going to accentuate it. It's going to amplify it. So if you're feeling down, if you're going through a hard time, the 7 energy is going to make that a little more pronounced. So here's what I would say for you, Emily. This would actually help a little bit. Go get yourself some light blue tea light candles and light green. So light green is for money, but light green is also for healing. And light blue is to bring calm, tranquil, peaceful energy to you. So burn one of those every day for a few weeks. That'll help take that edge off a little bit. And Paula, you're in a 9 year. So Paula, you've got some endings, and Penny, you're both in a 9. That means you both are probably going to see some things coming to an end this year, because you're in 9 is endings, and it's the last final year of our 9-year cycle. So next year you both are going into a 1 personal year. So Paula and Penny, you may see some things coming to an end this year. Scout, 9 plus 1 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. So you're technically in a 1 year. So you're starting, Scout, you're starting a brand new 9-year cycle this year. Last year, you would have been in an endings time, meaning some things would have come to an end last year. And this year, you're meant, it's kind of like springtime. Think of springtime, flowers blooming, blossoming. It doesn't mean that life is utopia. It just means that the energy is much lighter than it is in a 9. I'm just reading the chats here. Yeah, Scott, that's so Scout, that's so sweet. Hi, Lena. You're welcome, Paula. Good night, Emily. Okay, so Lena, do the angels have any messages for you? Well, I keep telling you guys. Yeah, it is new beginnings, Scout. It is definitely new beginnings, for sure. It's when your new lessons or things that you were meant to learn on a soul level start coming in to ramp up for this next 9-year period and what you're supposed to focus on for the next 9 years. Okay, so Lena, do the angels have any? So I keep telling you guys that, that's kind of like a full reading question, but I'm going to just see if there's any specific, Lena, some specific important thing that you need to know about right now. So let's see. Okay, so Lena, a few things. So one thing I'm seeing is you may have some car trouble coming up. I don't think it's super big item. I think it's, I just got an image of like brakes. You might have to get the brakes changed on your car or something like that. But so you'll have some repair coming up with your car. I also see someone that it's not you, but someone that you're close with may have to go in for a surgery. Around September, I'm hearing. And also the issue, if there's some little issue, difficulties going on within your family, that's going to be resolved. So just hang in there. It's going to be resolved. Sunflower. Hi. How did T feel when I reached out to him the other day? Okay, let's ask. You're welcome, Lena. So Sunflower wants to know, how did T feel when I reached out to him the other day? Boy, he's got an attitude about him, T. He's got a little attitude about him. He feels a little into himself. He definitely feels a little into himself, but let's see. What did he think when you reached out to him the other day? I don't know. Yeah, Sunflower. He's definitely into himself. That's the energy I'm getting, like, it's about me. I don't have time for this. It's about me. That's the energy I'm getting. So what did he think when you reached out to him the other day? That, remember, I'm asking from his perspective, okay? I feel he felt that some of the things that you brought up rubbed him the wrong way. I might say it like that. Some of the things rubbed him the wrong way. So I don't know what you guys discussed, but there's a couple things that you said that he was put off by. He didn't like it. He also feels that, he's so self-absorbed. This is hit from his perspective, okay? He feels that sometimes from his perspective, not yours, he feels that you can be a little bit of a little glass half empty type of person. And he feels like you might drain him a little bit. But I'm going to say this, Lena, or Sunflower, I'm sorry. I'm going to say this, Sunflower, you're not the problem. He's the problem. So I would not, you asked, so I answered your question. You know what? I just would not. He needs to be, yeah, I don't know, Sunflower. I don't know that I get that he looks at, at your relationship as sometimes from his perspective, you drained him, but you're not the problem because I'm focusing on both of your energies and he's the problem. And it's because he is just too much into himself. He's really selfish. He's just a selfish person. I would want better for you. I think you're better off moving on. Do some energy work for yourself too. You can light a light green candle, tea light candle every day for a few weeks for you too. Yeah, well, you could give him literally, Sunflower, the world, and it wouldn't be enough for him because he's too selfish. He's too into himself. So I would say just burn like a light green candle every day for a few weeks to try to bring some healing in for yourself and do some energy protection as well. Because I think, just to try to help you disconnect from his energy. Yeah, because he doesn't like I'm in Aries and I just don't have time for people who act like that. I just want to be like, back at you, buddy. I don't like his energy. I think you can do much better. All right. I think we've been on. How long have we been on? Oh my gosh, 2 hours. You're welcome. Okay, guys, I am going to sign off and I hope you guys have a great weekend. It was so good. It was so fun chatting with you. Thank you for making me laugh so many times today. Oh my God. You guys are awesome. Thank you for making me laugh and bringing in some great, fun, loving, light energy into the chat today. So you guys are great. And I will be back on for another live next Friday. So maybe I'll do it around this time again. Just, I don't know if it's easier for people to get on when they get off work. So maybe I'll do it around this time then. So yeah, you're welcome, Scott. Yeah, it's been so much fun. You guys made me laugh. I love that. So thank you guys so much. Have a great, great weekend. And I will see you next week. Have a great weekend. Bye, guys.